everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So I'm coming on, guys, because I'm getting my what's for dinner started. It's 2:30 actually on Friday, and I just got an inkling. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like soup. So I have all this stuff here that I'm gonna make soup out of. Now, what I'm gonna do is I have this ground sausage that was left over from last week. I'm gonna fry this up a little bit, just saute it quickly in the pan with a little bit of garlic. Then I'm gonna put it in the crock pot. I'm gonna put everything in the crock pot, even though it's 2:30. I could still let it cook 5-6 hours. Billy's not gonna be home till later, so we're gonna eat later anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I don't wanna just throw this in the crock pot. I wanna brown this a little bit, this sausage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in this pan, not a lot. Let's get this moving here. All right. So we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here, not a lot, because the sausage is gonna give off a lot of grease. But I want something in there, a little flavor. So we're gonna open this up. This is opened anyway, but I mean, just cut it. It's got some parsley on it from when I made whatever I made last time with it. I forget. Maybe stuffing? No, I don't know. No, not stuffing. What did I use this for? I forget. Well, I forget. Oh, that's okay. All right. So we're going to get that. Now, what I'm going to do... Oh, I wanted to do this. Darn it, Linda. What I want to do is I want to put some bacon grease in with it, too. I want to flavor it with bacon grease, and that's what I meant to do with not the olive oil, but that's okay. So I have it frozen in my freezer. So I'm just gonna take, I don't think I want this whole thing. Let's cut, yeah. That's gonna really flavor the soup deliciously. All right. It's a good idea, guys, to save your bacon grease. And I put it in this little container here, and I need to label it, and then I put it in my freezer. I don't use it a lot, but I use it, fairly here and there when I can remember. So let's get this sausage cooking a little bit. Now, like I said, I'm not going to overcook this sausage. I just want to saute it a couple of minutes to get it brown, and then I'm going to put it in the crock pot. Ooh, the smell is so good. Higher this just a little bit. Get this moving and shaking. And in the meantime, while this is cooking a little bit, I'm going to cut up some carrots, some celery. I'm even going to put some potatoes in this. But I'm not going to put the potatoes in yet because I don't want the potatoes to overcook. And then later on, I'm going to put some cream in it, make it like a creamy soup. It's going to be so yummy, guys. So yummy. Now, I do have chicken. I'm wondering if I should put some chicken in it, too. Only because I don't have a lot of sausage here. You know what I mean? What do you think I should do? I can do anything I want, really. I think it'll make it a little bit more heartier if I do that. Can't hurt. Now, guys, I took some chicken out. This is fat. So what I'm doing is I am just cutting up some chicken with the scissor into the pan because I have two chicken cutlets here, and I might as well use them. I might as well use them, you know, use as many as I want, use up. Chicken's going flying. And it will also add to the soup. Forget it, that's staying there. It'll also add to the soup. And in the meantime, I'm using up some chicken. So I'm just cutting up little pieces of it, because we like little pieces. We don't like huge, big pieces in our soup. We just don't. So I'm just kind of snipping this in. You know, I want it big enough where you know it's chicken, but I don't want it huge. So I'm just going to cut this whole piece in. And I'm literally going to take it off the flame for a minute because I don't want the sausage to overcook. Okay, because the sausage, oh, I got to put garlic in here too. The sausage is, you know, it's in here a few minutes and I don't want it to overcook, but I also want it to brown a little bit. So, and the chicken, I just want to saute the chicken a little bit as well. It doesn't have to be fully cooked. Obviously, it's going in the crock pot. So, yeah. Okay, so, and what I'm going to do is, I'll show you guys, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but let me just do this first, and then I'll show you what else we're going to do. My son will probably eat this, because I'm going to make it kind of creamy, and he likes creamy soups. So I'm just going to put a little bit more chicken in it than if me and Billy were just eating it. I think it's going to be nice. And I think I'm going to also put, guys, the rest of that bacon grease in here. I don't know. I'll see. Because I only have a little bit left of it. There we go. All right, let me wash my hands. So I have this much left to use for another meal. So it's perfect. Let me get the garlic out. There it is. I have the rest of this here and here, this minced garlic here. So I'm going to put that in. No, I don't think I'm going to put any more bacon grease. I think it's enough. So good, guys. The garlic. Just breaking up the pieces that I feel are too big. I want to get the squeezed basil out too. I just love that basil, guys. Love it. Oh, if I can find This stuff is amazing. It gives such a flavor to your stews and your soups and basil. Telling you guys how. Keep this in your arsenal, in your fridge. It is amazing. There's parsley, there's ginger, there's all kinds of things. All right, so I think that's all I'm gonna cook that. I think that's all I'm gonna cook it. And I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna leave all this grease in here because it's really not even that much. And it really will flavor the soup. Okay? So there we go. Oh my God, Linda. I'm trying to save chicken and I'm losing chicken. Linda. That's all right, I'll clean that up. All right. So what I'm gonna do, guys, let me get this chicken up before Cooper eats it. I mean, he could, but... Out. Wash my hands. And let's turn these around. All right, look at that, guys. Oh my God, so nice. Now, see all that flavor right there? That's all flavor. So, not to waste any of it, to get all the garlic and the pieces of everything off of there, I'm gonna put water in here anyway. So, there you go. Can't waste any of that flavor. All flavor, guys. I was gonna make it on the stove, because I could have. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna just put it in my crock pot. It'll be easier and better. You know, not better, but as much as just easier. Okay. So let's get these carrots cut up quick. Well, the carrots and the celery, I gotta peel the carrots. Sometimes I say, oh, I don't have to peel the carrots. But then when I don't peel them, I'm like, the skin's kind of a little dirty. I'm gonna peel them. All right, so I got all the vegetables in here now. The onions, the celery, the carrots, the beef, you know, the meat, the sausage, and the chicken. Woo! And my eyes are really starting to bother me. Now, like I said, I'm going to put potatoes in it, but I'm not going to do that now. But what I'm going to do is add some water to this, because this has the minced, you know, they had the rest of the minced garlic in it. And I'm just going to utilize this because that's all flavor. I'm going to save this to put my minced garlic in because I like this little squeezy bottle. I like it. All right, I'm trying to think what other vegetables or anything I can put in here. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put it on. Let's move yous. All right, guys. So I'm going to put, obviously I have to put more water in here. So I'm going to put, I don't know, probably like 6 cups. I'm not really counting, you know, this is a crock pot meal, so I'm just doing what I do. I'm going to put bouillon in it too. I'm actually going to put a little tomato base, and I'm going to put a little bit of chicken. I'm not going to use a lot of tomato base because my husband, I don't know, if I put a lot of it, he thinks that the food tastes sweet, and he doesn't like savory sweet food at all. So I can't go overboard with it. But I do like to put it in because I like how it flavors the soup. I'm going to do a little bit more, I think, because we like broth. And the broth does just, you know, it does evaporate down. All right, so let's put this on. We're going to put it on high. We're definitely putting it on high because I need to make it on high. So I'm going to do 6 hours. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be like more like 4 or 5 hours, but I'm just gonna put it on 6 hours. We're gonna put one of these, like I said, just one or maybe half of it, because I'm telling you, if it's sweet, he won't eat it. He'll be like, oh, I don't like it. Doesn't like sweet and savory, but meanwhile he eats a pound of chocolate, so I don't. But it's different. It's different. Sweet and savory is different than just sweet. You know, it just is. So I don't know. I don't pretend to understand it. So, but you know, what are you gonna do? Everybody has their own likes and dislikes. Can't do anything about it. As much as I wanted to change, I can't change them. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. All right, so here's my chicken bouillon. I'm gonna open up this. I just finished my other one. Yeah, I'm using my teeth. So what? I don't know what to tell you. Alright, I'm going to do like 2 tablespoons. I'm going to be careful with the salt. Okay, so that's about 1. And that's about 2. And then we'll taste it later on and see if it needs to have any more flavor. I might also put some chopped tomatoes in here because I like soup. In my soup, I like tomatoes. I just do. Something about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I grew up with my mom. She made chicken soup. Always, always, always put tomato sauce in her soups, and it just sweeten it up. And I think that's what I like. All right, let me use the whisk to whisk this stuff up. I really, 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 and I say really like 5, 6 times because I mean it. I really like to flavor my stuff lately with bouillon, chicken bouillon, beef bouillon, tomato bouillon, because like yesterday I made rice, and instead of using water, I did water, obviously, because you have to cook it in water, but I put chicken bouillon in it. Oh my God, it's so good. Seasoned the rice like unbelievable. You know, you just got to be careful when you use bouillon, any kind of bouillon, to watch the salt content, because go lighter on the salt, because you can always add salt but not take it out. You know, if you do something too salty, you can always put a little bit of citrus in it, which does help the saltiness go away if you don't go overboard with the salt. So this is gonna cook. And probably after like 3 hours, just giving it a good mix. I'm gonna put a little bit more seasonings in it, garlic powder and onion powder. After it cooks a little while, then I'll put the potatoes in. Here's garlic. Even though there's fresh garlic in there, I'm gonna put the other garlic in. Garlic powder and garlic is kind of, you know, different than each other. Fresh garlic, you know what I mean, and whatever. So I'm not going to put any salt right now. I'm really not, because I don't want to have to do anything to it. I want to just let it, what is going on with this Katsu thing, huh? I don't want to have any issues, so I'll just let it cook and we'll taste it. And we'll see later what it needs, if it needs anything. Little pepper. And I also am going to put a little bit of grated cheese in it, which you got to be careful too if you're putting, because that's more, you know, that loads of salt on too. But that's just what I like to do. And I'm going to go in the back and see what I have back there as far as tomato products go. All right, guys, so this is what I have. I bought a bunch of these when I went to Aldi's a couple of weeks ago, and they were only 46 cents a can. So this is the garlic, basil, garlic, and oregano. Oregano? Oh, yeah. Oregano, diced tomatoes. I'm going to put the whole can in with the juice and everything. Love it. A little water in this can just to get out the rest of the sauce. See that? Got to use everything, guys. You got to utilize everything. Okay? All right. So this looks yummy. Little pieces of sausage, little pieces of chicken. You know, we're not big on, like, you know, the meat part we like. Don't get me wrong, we like it, but we don't like it to take over the dish. And we well, my husband kind of does, but we don't like big chunks. I've said that already. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put this on, and then I'll be back with it in a little while. It'll be a second for you when I add the other stuff to it. All right, guys. So it's been cooking like, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe. What time is it? 5 o'clock, 3, 4. Yeah, no, maybe about 2 hours it's been cooking. So I'm going to put the potatoes in. Now, I have these potatoes that I made the other day that I peeled, and I was going to use them for something else, but I didn't use them. So what I did was I cooked them. I put them into the microwave, and I cooked them like halfway. So this way, they didn't turn, where's the knife I was using? So they didn't turn brown, and I didn't want to have to soak them in water. So I just cooked them halfway. Just did some dishes. I don't know where that Katsu knife is. So I just cooked them halfway. So now I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut them, and they're perfect. Except this one here. Yeah, that one's okay. I'm just gonna cut them in small pieces like this. Just so they're little bites of potato. I hope they don't, I hope I didn't cook them, you know, too much. I don't think I did. And I think they'll be okay. I don't think they'll, yeah, I don't know. They might turn into little mashed potatoes, but we'll see. Just want little bites of potato. I don't think they'll, I think they'll keep their shape, hopefully. We'll see, won't we? If not, it'll make the soup thick. I tell you that. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. We're gonna eat it anyway. In a funky mood today, guys. At least I'm in a little bit of a happy mood today. Feel better today. Yesterday was kind of a crappy day. But, you know, you have bad days. Or you have bad moments, and that's, for me, that's what it's like. Bad moments. But just trying to move on from it. That's all you can do. Alright, so I'm going to salt these a little bit just because I feel like they need to be salted. And then I'm going to taste one. Good. Alright, so let's turn this around. And I'll show you this. Put it in the crock pot. Move these over here. Alright. Those are really good. I'm a potato freak. I could live on potatoes. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. Literally, I can live on them. All right. I think the potatoes will be nice in there. Let me just rinse my hands off. I think they'll be nice in there. I think they'll make this, give the soup a little body. And I just think it'll add something nice to it. This has definitely got to cook like another 4 hours. And so we'll just let it do that. So I'll be back, guys, when the soup is ready. Well, actually, I'll be back soon in a minute because I'm going to, it'll be a minute for you because I'm going to do my peace quote. Okay? Because this is my what's for dinner. So, I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, so the soup's not going to be ready for like another 2 hours. So, I have this package of sausage here that I had in the freezer downstairs that I took out yesterday, so I defrosted it. Because I'm going to just fry this up with some onions. I have the soup, but my hubby, you know, when he gets home, he might be hungry for something more solid. And the soup we're going to have, he'll have soup too. But, yeah, so I'm going to cut this up with some onions and just fry it up. And then we'll have a little bit of this and we'll have soup. That's what I'm going to make. And I'm only making one package, so I'm not making an over amount. Frankie's working till 9, so I don't know what he's going to have. Maybe he'll have a little of this. He'll probably have something that he has, and that's fine. So, yeah, so I'm just going to fry this up. I'm going to chop this up. Whoops. Got dishes to do. Get some cleaning out of the refrigerator. So I got some dishes to do. And, yeah. Let's cut these up. I'm trying to think how I'm going to cut them. If I'm going to cut them in pieces, yeah, I'll cut them in pieces. So it'll be like sausage and peppers, but it won't be any peppers because I don't have any peppers. I had a pepper in there, but it's bad. So there you go. Wasted pepper. Not happy about it, but can't kill myself over it. Can't, you know... It is what it is, but so I'll do onions and garlic and that'll be fine. Haven't put anything up for Christmas yet. I was going to do some today, and I just doing other things. This Sunday, I think we're going to put the Christmas tree up. Debating whether to get a real one or use our fake one, because last year we got a fake one for the first time in years, and I really wasn't too thrilled with it. So this year I said maybe I'll get I'll get a real one again, but I don't know, guys. They're really expensive, and I really, really don't know if I can afford to spend that $80 on a real Christmas tree. Really want a real Christmas tree, to be honest, but we'll survive. I'll have to use my fake one that I have. Just not fat enough for me. I like big fat trees, and the tree we got is a little on the thinner side, and I'm just not used to it. So, but you know what? I'm thankful I have a tree, so it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. But anyway, yeah. So I gotta save that money because that's a big big lump sum of money that I just can't. I can't afford right now. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. So anyway, that's what's happening. But yeah. So I have my Christmas stuff to put up. I haven't felt like putting it up. Haven't really felt enthusiastic about Christmas, but I feel better today. Feeling a little bit better. So hopefully tomorrow this mood will continue, so I can do some stuff tomorrow. And I feel like really I don't put a load of stuff up. I mean, I put a nice amount of stuff up, but not a load of stuff. But I just feel like doing the minimal this year. I really do. I don't know. I just think less is more. I just feel like less is more this year. That's just how I feel. So, yeah. It'll be nice, whatever it is. A lot of changes, a lot of changes this year. A lot of changes, a lot of things I'm trying to deal with and cope with, and just having a little bit of a rough time. But, I'm struggling through, but, it's going to be a new year soon, and lots of things to look forward to, hopefully, and, all of that. So, anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's get these onions cut up. And then we'll start them in the pan, and then we'll put the sausage in. Just cutting these nice and thin. Whoops. I'm trying not to cut my finger off as I'm doing it. I think what I'm going to do is put the sausage in first. Yeah. I'm going to put the sausage in first. Because I like, my onions a little bit on the firmer side. Not completely hard, but, not completely soft either. So, just cutting these nice and thin. That should be enough onions. Didn't I have another one here, or did I have... I thought I had another one. I think I'm gonna get another half an onion or another onion. So I told you we like a lot of onion, guys, in our food. We like a lot of onion. All right, guys, I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here, just to coat the pan. Throw the sausage in. I do have another package of this down there, but I'm not gonna make it. I would normally in the past I would make 2, but I don't think 2 is going to be necessary. I don't think 2 is necessary, so I'm doing 1, and that's going to be fine. Trying to cut back, guys. Really, really trying my hardest. All right, so let's cut up the rest of this. I did get another onion because, like I said, we really do like onion. And it's fine. So comment down below what you guys are doing for dinner. Comment down below also if you guys celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, what you're doing, or when you're putting your Christmas tree up, or your decorations, or... Curious. I like to find out what you guys are doing. hard pieces. Cabbage. Let's get some fresh garlic. If I could open the freaking jar. Oh, forgot about this onion here. Yeah, so it's not a big deal that I don't have any peppers. I do have roasted peppers, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I haven't made in a while? My roasted peppers. I got to make a video of that. I haven't made it in a while. So, I'm going to do that again. I make homemade roasted peppers, guys. It's so good. So worth it and so less expensive. Let's check that. I don't want them to burn. I don't want them to get really crispy. I want them to be kind of soft. So I just gotta watch the flame on here. Give them a little shake. Give them a little shake. Season them up a little bit with some salt. And pepper, some garlic powder and onion powder. I gotta write a little food list down. Certain things that I need at the store. Garlic. The garlic powder is different than fresh garlic. Has a different taste, and it tastes, makes things taste differently. So onion. Yummo. This crock pot is not really at a boil or anything yet. It's just like, looks like it's just getting to that point. It's on high. God, what a disaster. So I want that to get, I want this to get a little caramelized. So I'm leaving the flame, I'm going to leave the flame like on medium. And then like another 5 minutes, once it starts cooking a little bit more, I'll throw the onions and the garlic in. Well, I'll throw the garlic in a few minutes after that. But the onions I'll throw in first. Yeah, so these are looking good. You put it on some bread, on a roll, or just have it separate, I even have a little red tomato sauce, marinara sauce, that I made with my meatballs the other day, that I can put in there if I want, and we can have it with mozzarella on top on a roll that we don't have. Well, I don't even have any bread. Yeah, I have out of bread too. Tomorrow I gotta go shopping. I'm out of bread. I don't have any bread. Nope, out of bread. I have old Hawaiian rolls that are gonna be thrown out now. There's a few left in here. One roll. We need a lot of stuff, guys. Gonna make out a food list. Let's throw this out. I can't go crazy. I gotta have a budget. I'm going to budget myself. You know, I'm going to shop my house, shop my pantry, shop my freezer, shop my refrigerator, and see what I have and what I can add to, what I have that I can add to make, to budget, to make more, you know, economical dinners and all of that. So I got to get down to my freezer. I know kind of what I have down there. I think I have a pork roast. I have a couple of small racks of ribs, which I'm really the only one who eats ribs. Oh, I definitely have 2 pork loins that I can make. So I have those. I think I have a package of chicken drumsticks with the thighs. So I probably got like 2 or 3 dinners in the freezer that I could work from downstairs. And I might have 1 or 2 up here that I have to look and see what I have. So I do have to get some meat, but not a crazy amount. You know, the thing is I'm shopping for 2 weeks, and, you know, it doesn't always last 2 weeks. That's why I like to go. That's why I like to buy the meat sales, and always go like to shop, Price Chopper, and get all the meat sales and stock up on the meat. So this way I can just work my budget around the meat that I have. You know, but I have to also have the money, and I also have to have the meat. You know, in order to do that, to budget that and all that. So anyway, we'll see what happens, but gotta buy some stuff, you know, and just at the point now, we're just trying to get caught up with all our bills and everything, you know, Billy got laid off a couple months back, and that's really, you know, was really put us in the zero. And also, you know, with the shower and the wedding and all that, things that had to come up that you had to pay for, it just took money away from other stuff. And so, you know, not that we regret that. It was amazing and we loved it. Wanted to do it for our daughter, you know, but it's still, it's a little stressful now. But, it is what it is. We just got to get up every day and push through, and, you know, it'll all work out. So Christmas will be light, and Christmas, that's okay, because that's not what Christmas is about. You know, it's about being with your family and enjoying each other and your food and all that. And Christmas dinners, you know, I'm worried about more than the gifts, because gotta have your Christmas dinner. You know what I mean, guys? Gotta, like, we have our traditions, and there's no not having our traditions. That's just not gonna work for me, anyway. So yeah, it'll work out. It'll work out. It's a little tough, but it'll be okay. So anyway, let's just get this mixed up. And this looks so yummy. And I don't want the sausage to get any harder. I want it to be kind of soft. Let this cook on low, because again, we don't like our onions completely soft. I mean, some things I do, yes, but like in something like this, we like a little taste, you know, a little chew to them, a little bite to them. Some more pepper. Some more salt. Got to salt and pepper the onions and stuff. A little more onion powder. Well, this is garlic, actually. Put this back here. A little bit more onion. Now, the soup has little bits of potatoes in it. So I don't know if, I think I might put a little cheese in there, a little cheddar cheese. I'm not sure yet which way I'm going to go with it. Smells so yummy. really not sure how I'm gonna go with it. I want to put a little bit of cream in it too. I wanted to make it a little bit creamy. So, but I have to see which way I'm gonna go. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do these dishes quick over here, so I don't have so much when dinner is actually on the table or whatever. Just me right now. Frankie's working till after 9. Billy won't be home till probably 10, 11. So it's just me and Koopy left. So that's it. So since the soup won't be ready till 10 o'clock, I'll probably just have a little bit of sausage and peppers, maybe on a wrap or just a little bit of that. I've been picking on some leftover pork chop that I had from yesterday and just kind of picking through the day. That's what I've been eating today. And so I will probably have a little bit of sausage and onions, though, for dinner, definitely. And like I said, the soup will be more for tonight and more for over the weekend. Yeah, so, I don't know. I needed to get rid of that stuff that I had in there, the odds and ends and stuff that I wanted to, use up anyway. So I figured let me make a crock pot soup, because soup will go. It'll me and Billy mainly eat it. Frankie might like this soup, so if that's the case, then that'll be good because he'll eat some of it. But Frankie actually got some really good news about my son. So my son's worked at Best Buy for like 12 years. Best Buy, okay? Been very successful there. Has done very, very well. He's one of the top sellers there. He's a salesman. He's really, really, really good. Not to toot my own horn because it's my son, but he's really done really well. But there's only so far you can go with a career with Best Buy. You go for supervisor positions, and there's only so high you could go. And the fact is that my son does not want to do retail anymore. He's done with retail. Retail is tough, on holidays, and I mean, you have off and stuff, but retail is tough. So anyway, he's done with retail. He's been looking for another job. He's going to he's taking courses in IT and all this stuff. Well, anyway, he found a new job, guys, and he just got hired, and he's so excited, and we're all so excited for him. It's more money. It's it's doing something that he will enjoy, hopefully, and so it's a big leap that he's taking, because he's been at Best Buy for so many years, been there so long, and it's so secure, and it's secure, but there's no money in it. He's not making enough money. So anyway, without saying all that, he's really excited. So he has to go away to Chicago, Boston for a week, in a couple of weeks, and so we're all so excited for him. He's really, really nervous and excited at the same time, because it's a big leap, leaving a job after 12 years where you felt comfortable, So, but we're really, really excited for him. So it's a new chapter, and yeah. So anyway, in like 2 weeks, he's going to be away for a week, and it's going to be really just me here when Billy's working. There's going to be really nobody here. Frankie leaves his company. He comes home. He's here sometimes when Billy isn't here, when Billy's working and stuff. So it's kind of company for me. So it's it's a lot of changes this year. A lot of changes in the end of this 2023, and a lot of changes coming into 2024. Good changes, some hard changes, but you have to evolve and change in order to grow and all of that. So you have to take chances. Like, for so long he hemmed and hawed about leaving Best Buy, but there comes a time when you have to try. You have to take the leap, because if you never try, then you'll never move on, and you'll never grow, and you'll never know what you could do. That's just like me with this whole YouTube, and just with stuff that I want to pursue and everything. If you give up just because it's not going so great, or it's slow or whatever, then if I gave up on YouTube what I wanted to do and create and all this, a year ago, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Do I want to be further at the time that I'm at now? Yes. Do I want to do more things? Of course. Do I want to do other things? Of course. But you just have to keep climbing the ladder. And it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult because you're constantly being pushed off the ladder, putting and knocked over, and then you got to get back up again, and it's just like a cycle, you know, a vicious cycle. But you have to be willing to take the good with the bad and to stick with it. And there are days that I don't want to. I want to quit. I want to be like, I'm done with this. You know, the negativity, the stress, the worry, and you know. And then I think about the exciting part of it, the fun that I love to create. It's a platform for me to do what I want to do, to be creative, to meet new people, to talk to people, to teach, maybe to learn as well, not just teach, to learn, and you know, just everything. So it's such a balance of good and bad, and the good outweighs the bad mostly, but you know, it could be rough. It could be rough. So anyway, you just surround yourself with support, people who do things like you, and people who are like you, and who you can confide in and trust and have, you know, friendships with, and all of this. If nothing ever happens from this YouTube, which is whatever it is, I enjoy doing it. I've made friends from YouTube, you know, and if tomorrow I decide I'm done with YouTube, I'll have some lifelong friends from it. And that's all I can ask for. And I'm having fun. That's what I got to remember, guys. Regardless of whatever, I'm having fun. And that's right at this point in my life, that's what I want, you know. That's what I want. So, yeah. So, that's almost done. I'm going to shut that off in a minute. And let me get these dishes done, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a sec. All right, guys. So, I just tasted the soup. It's really good, but it definitely needed some more grated cheese, some more salt. And I'm literally going to put these noodles in here. Because what am I going to do with these? So I'll put these in there for a little more body to the soup. You know, kind of random. Not that much in there, but it'll be fine. And that's it with the soup. So I'm gonna do my my hope quote now, my peace quote. This today is out of the strength book, because I feel like strength is what I need today, tomorrow, yesterday maybe, or whatever. I just feel like it's appropriate today for me. So this is what I'm doing. This is the strength book, and I'm going to do a quote out of this. Okay? So what it is I saw this, and this was really, I really like this, because it really, it really can help you. So, don't let your past dictate who you are. Let it be the lesson that strengthens you, that strengthens the person you will become. Again, don't let your past dictate who you are. Let it be the lesson that strengthens the person you will become. So, that for me is always a struggle, because you always think about, oh, what I did in the past, or you know, the things that come up that in the past that you've done, and how you did things a certain way, and you can't get past that and all of that. You know, you have to kind of let that go, and that's not an easy task. So it's telling you, don't let your past dictate who you are. So you don't have to be the same person. If there are things you want to change in your life, you want to change, maybe you want to be a nicer person, maybe you want to be, you know, a stronger person, maybe you want to be more compassionate, maybe you want to, you know, whatever. Maybe you don't want people to walk all over you anymore. Maybe you don't want to be tolerant anymore. All those things, it could go either way, you know. Don't let your past, the way you acted in the past, or the way you behaved in the past, dictate what your future is going to be, or lessen the lesson that strengthens the person you will become. So don't let what your past happened in your past dictate your future and who you are in the future and who you want to be. Because the past is the past, and that's why it's in the past. Move on to the future, move on to the present. I, for one, will 115,000 million trillion say that the past has always haunted me. I have a very, 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 very hard time letting go of the past. Always have, always will, I think. But I'm working on that every day, and it's a work in progress, because the past will dictate your future. If you let the past, all you think about is the past. You don't live for today, and you don't live for what's coming. So just try, if you can, to forget what's in the past. I know it's so hard, and it's such a work in progress, guys. Like I said, I haven't mastered it yet, but I fight every day. I fight every day to leave my past in the past, and to because it's really inhibited my future and my soul and who I am and who I want to be, and it's something I have to work on. But I just I saw that, I wanted to do the strength book today, and I saw that quote, because it really does manifest with me, and it really does something that I struggle with. And I just want to tell you guys, you don't have to let who you were yesterday be who you are today, or you want to be different in the future. If you don't want to be different, don't change anything. Be who you want to be, guys. Be proud of it. Be who you want to be. And if you can live with it and lay your head on the pillow at night and be proud of who you are, then that's all that matters, guys. Because you are the only one that matters. What you think of yourself is the only one that matters. Really matters is what you think of yourself and you tell yourself. Okay, guys? So again, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I'm nothing. But I am just a lady who's gone through these experiences and who is struggling and going through all this. I've been in therapy for years, have fought my way out of a lot of issues, still going through a lot of issues. We'll always have to fight, I think. But whatever. I'm telling you guys, I'm just here to give you encouragement that people can change, and you can change, and you can make things better for yourself if you want to. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that quote for today. So I'm not gonna taste the soup now. I mean, I tasted it, and it's not really done yet. So I'm not gonna wait to end this video for this soup, because this soup is gonna take another like 3 hours. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna have a little bit of sausage. So I'm gonna put it in the pan. Now I know this is really weird. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting a little sausage in here with onions. And I want to show you. Let me put this in the microwave for a second. Give me a second. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place today with dinner. I'm making this soup. I made the sausage. I put a whole bunch aside for my husband. I just took a little bit aside for myself. I got this Willy for pasta. I knew I had leftover sauce in there, and potato and meatballs, and so all of a sudden I got this Willy for pasta. So I took that bag of pasta that I just had, and I made some pasta, and I have ragout left over, and I put ragout in it, and so I put grated cheese in it, and I'm gonna put some seasonings in it. Didn't season it up yet. Gonna put some parsley in it. Gonna put some Italian seasoning in it, and I'm just gonna have that with my sausage and onions, with a little sauce on it. Isn't that weird? I know. Just what I feel like. A little garlic in here. I'm all over the place today, but that's all right. A little onion. I don't have any basil. I gotta put that on my list. I have some Italian seasoning. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put a little bit more grated cheese. And this is it, guys. A little bit of this. God, need salt. Man, doesn't need salt. Pepper. And I'm gonna heat this sausage up a little bit. I'm also gonna heat this up a little bit because this to me is cold. I'm just gonna put a little spoonful on here. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this sauce on it. I'm not gonna take any meatballs. I put meatballs in here, but I'm not gonna take any meatballs because I have the sausage in here. So just a little sauce on it. I'm gonna put this in the microwave. I like my food really hot. All right, so I'm probably gonna put another little dollop of good on it. And then I'm gonna go eat my dinner. That's what's for dinner tonight for me. Just me, myself, and I. And Cooper, but that's it, guys. A little lonely, but it's life. New time of life, you know. It's definitely a new time of life and very hard to get used to. But it's a change. It's a change, but it's a good change, you know. I keep telling myself that. Now things are okay. Things are okay. It's just a different time. It's a different time. All right, let's see about this friggin' dish now. All right. Yummo. Let's do this. What was I doing? I'm gonna put a little bit of grated cheese. Another little scoop of ragout, because I like my ragout cold with my hot. I know, very strange. Very strange. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley, dried parsley, because I ran out of fresh parsley. Okay, guys, let's taste this. Ow, it's burning my fingers. All right, let's taste this, guys. A little bit of that cold ragout, which I love. It's good. Let's taste the sausage. I'm gonna cut the sausage because I gotta have little pieces of meat. Can't have really big pieces of meat. Okay, so sausage is in there. Good. Really good. Honestly, I just felt like a little pasta. Really good. All right, guys. So this is what the soup looks like. Let me show you. Okay. I'm going to take, so you know what I'm going to do? I want to take some out and show you guys, because even though it's not 100% done, this is what it looks like. And I'm probably going to make it a little thicker. Okay, the pasta's not cooked, obviously. But this is what it's going to look like. There's pasta in it. There is carrots and celery and chicken and sausage. It has the basil flavor in it, grated cheese. It's really, really very, very tasty. It's just not done all the way. You could put rice in this. I have leftover rice. I might even put a little bit of that rice in there to bulk it up a little bit more. And it's just like it'll be a good meal. I'm definitely gonna add a little slurry to it, and I'm gonna add a little heavy cream, or either or both, because I do want it to be a little bit of a creamier soup. So that's where I'm going with that. But see, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be very delicious and hearty. Just stuff out of my my crisper drawer. Stuff left over in my refrigerator. I had the chicken, the sausage left over. You can make a delicious soup, guys, okay? So try it. You don't have to make exactly what I made. It's just a concept, but it's a concept that you can do. Okay, so I'm just putting that back in there because I wanted to. And maybe I'll make, you know what I'll do tomorrow or today when it's done, I'll make a little short and I'll put it up for you guys so you guys can see it, okay? All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of all over the place, but here's what it is. That's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribers button because when you subscribe, it really helps my channel grow, and I so appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for hit that notification button with the bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share and comment down below. Thank you so much for coming into my kitchen with me and creating, guys, because I really love you, and I so thank you for coming into my kitchen. All right, guys, enough said. I'm gonna go and eat my dinner now and get some stuff done that I have to do for the YouTube channel, and just some stuff that I want to do, and that's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, guys, so I'll see you tomorrow. See you on the next video. Have a great night. Love yous. Bye.